Hello, fellow lean motherfuckers. This is the first episode in something that I call the Wrestling Files. So every Sunday here in beautiful Belgrade, I go to a jiu-jitsu club and I wrestle with 120 kilogram heavy Serbian hairy guys. And having a near-death experience, nearly getting choked out, always gives me clarity on what really matters in life and business. So this is the first episode. And what I had to think about today is that a lot of things in life are just very simple input-output games. But people or society just wants to make it more difficult than it actually is. So in jiu-jitsu, which is wrestling sport for anybody that doesn't know, it's quite simple. If you want to get better, you just have to do a lot of jiu-jitsu. And in the beginning, what do? You just focus on your defense. You do it over and over and over and over again. And once that is good, once you have your blue belt, you focus on your attack. And then you train your attack and your attack and your attack. And you do that over and over again until after 5-10 years, you arrive at a black belt. There's no online course, there's no guru, there's no secret cheat code. Everybody knows it. It's gonna take a really long time if you start doing this, and it's gonna suck. So if we look at business, it's the same thing, but people always want to have that quick, shiny object. So I talked with a friend of mine that is running an agency, and he asked me like, hey, how do I get more leads? Or how do I get better at doing sales calls? Okay, how do you get better? You just do more sales calls. Okay, how do you get more leads? You do more outbound, you try to book more calls, you tweet more, you put more stuff out on LinkedIn. And that's it. There's no secret Google Ads strategy or email targeting. It's very simple steps towards the future. But people are just too dopamine or shiny object addicted to do the simple steps that are gonna get you to 10 or 20K a month. Another thing I had to think about while nearly getting choked out, which is called the death of scarcity, which is a term coined by Elon Musk talking about the AI revolution. So basically what death of scarcity means is that at some point AI is just going to do all the productivity for everybody on Earth, which means that currently our scarcity is time. Because let's say you're a lean motherfucker and you can work 16 hours a day, but eventually AI is just going to be able to work 10,000 or 100,000 times faster than you, and probably even better. So why do you even still get up in the morning? And I experienced that myself slightly when I started using Two-Gun AI as a copywriting tool. Is you use it and you're like, wow, this is so easy. Why would I still do anything myself at all? And then you realize you still kind of need to understand the basics to really master it. And what I think is gonna happen in the next months or years is that people get so lazy that they're just not gonna do any sort of difficult work. Meaning reading emails 4 or 5 times, meaning sitting down for 4 or 5 hours a day, solving and thinking about really hard problems. Because the second thought is always, this is difficult, can AI just do this for me? And I really think that this is going to be the future, where you're going to have 95% of people that just don't think anymore, that just say, can AI do this for me? Okay, AI is going to do this for me. I don't understand any sort of basis concepts or foundations, or I have an understanding on how a good email really works, or a sales letter, how that is structured. I'm just going to send it out because AI built it for me. So it's going to be a very short-term focused society. Good news for our lean motherfuckers is that if you foster that ability to sit down for long periods of times with no results like jiu-jitsu, and it's gonna suck and it's gonna be hard, you will be the only one that actually understands shit. And I'm very excited about that future, and I'm really curious how this is gonna play out with everybody already having such a fucked up focus time with TikTok and Twitter and all these bling 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 things, destroying your dopamine, your any sort of delay short-term gratifications. And I think AI is really gonna show you what humans are made of. So, little wrestling file episode number 1. Happy Sunday, back to work.